the slide set that you can find online in Brightspace. However, I did want to go over a few things. So, marketing and running a social media campaign requires integrative marketing. So, what is integrated marketing? Well, it's really integrated marketing communication. There's a lot of different things going into this thing. So, let's start clockwise. You have normal advertising, personal selling, public relations, PR, right? Search marketing, SEO, TV and radio marketing. I think it's actually search marketing. Social media marketing, which is the main vein of this class. Email marketing, direct mail marketing, events that you're marketing, and digital web marketing. You're doing all of these things only in the vehicle of social media. So social media is kind of one of the spokes on this wheel, if you will, that makes marketing go round and round. However, you can do all of these other things as a campaign within social media marketing. So that's like the 30,000 foot view. So a social media marketing campaign is a coordinated social media marketing effort to communicate with a target audience to achieve a marketing or business goal. It's built on big ideas that persuade action among followers and promotes a product or service, an event, a company milestone, whatever. Builds brand awareness. It creates community of brand advocates. So you want people that are loyal to your brand. You want people to get behind your brand. It would be a nonprofit, for-profit, whatever. In terms of the campaign, you want to have a specific start and end date, and you want to have a step-by-step plan as you go. 58.8% of people follow a brand on social media on a social media profile looking for deals and promotions. This is an opportunity for you. Give them what they want. 42.2% follow for incentives. So if you give some sort of coupon, or you give some sort of contest, they can follow this campaign and they'll get you more followers and they'll stick with you. All right, so what we use here is the AIDA model. You want to grab their attention, build their interest, create a desire, like something they want to act upon, and then persuade them to take that action. All right? Now, before the campaign, you need to sit down and make a plan. You need to establish goals. You need to choose a campaign idea, theme, or type, and stick with it. You need to identify a target audience. That's the first thing I told you in any marketing course you need to do is identify a target audience. Specifically, I'm looking at males that are 25 to 30, living in this area, making this money, who have this problem that I can solve for them. Get really specific there, even name them. Determine a campaign budget and allocate whatever resources before you even do anything. Make sure you have the resources you need. You can make a plan and then not have the resources. It's a useless plan. So you need to make your plan, make your budget based on your resources. You can outline the campaign parameters. Here's what we're going to do. You can make a social media calendar, that type of thing. What incentives are you going to offer to get people to act? So if you're selling like Tecovas boots and you want to sell them to males 25 to 30, how are you going to get them to act? You send them a coupon, you get them a buy one, get one, that type of thing. You need to make a plan and then also make sure it fits within your budget. Now, determine where the campaign will live. What social media platform will you put it on? So select a proper social media network, all right? Choose your timeline. Is this like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day type thing? Is it a 1 week type thing? Develop the campaign assets. So what are you going to put out there to get back to this AIDA model? How are you going to get people to grab their attention, build interest, create desire, and get them to act? All right? So you want to develop your assets and your calendar so you have something. This isn't something, see, a lot of people think social media, think of it like on a personal level, that it's just, I'm just going to post when I feel like it. No, man, you need like a pure plan. And you need to set up listening streams for you to listen to your customers, but more importantly, for your customers to listen to you. Now, establish goals. Establish what you hope to accomplish with the campaign. The campaign should be built around specific business goals, such as brand awareness. Are you trying to get more reach? Are you trying to get leads? Are you trying to make sales? Are you trying to increase web traffic, like take people from Instagram to your website? Hey, click on the link in my profile. Or generate email subscribers. Are you trying to get people to subscribe so down the line you can, after they, fill out some sort of interest or they buy from you, you can continue to market to them down the line. You need to identify your target audience, determine who the target audience is for the campaign, include detailed information of the target audience, such as demographics, interests, location, and most use social networks, most use social media networks, that is. If you're trying to target somebody who's on Facebook, but you're using Instagram, you might be missing, okay? If you're trying to target everyone, you're definitely missing. You need to know specifically who's going to buy your product and then target them appropriately. All right, you need to determine your campaign budget and resources. Determine the total budget and resources needed to run the campaign. Then you need to run some social media advertising. You need to figure out what kind of employee setup do you need. Do you need a lot of employees? Not a lot of employees. How are you going to make it work? How are you going to pay them? Social media tools and software, analytics. There's some softwares that we'll get into in a bit. Not this chapter, but in future chapters, that can market across social media platforms. However, you need to be able to steer it to a point that you're putting yourself in the right avenue. They're using the right social media tools. And then assign responsibilities to the entire social media team, might be members, ahead of time and ensure a smooth process. None of this should be on a whim. It should be a plan. Outline the campaign parameters. Again, it's got to be a plan. Is there a contest? Some kind of instructions that are needed? Is there like a consistent hashtag we're going to use so people can follow it? Are you going to use personal data, contest guidelines, winner selection? How's all this going to work? You need to make a plan A to Z. All right, and you choose the incentives to put out there. First rule of economics, principle number 4 of macroeconomics is choose that people respond to incentives. So choose your incentives wisely. In order to encourage user participation in a campaign, incentives should be provided. So first prize is going to get this. They're going to get some tickets and a signed jersey, and second prize is going to get home tickets, and third prize is going to get an actual bat. Pretty cool. Put something out there to charm them. Determine where the campaign will be live. On social media, company website, microsite, app, both. Does it need to be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter? What does it need to be on? Select social networks. Again, what does it need to be on? Where will the campaign run? As you've learned, I hope, in this class, there are certain ways to sell on Facebook that don't work on Twitter and vice versa. There's certain shops to set up on Instagram that you can't set up anywhere else. If you want to sell t-shirts, LinkedIn is not your spot. Be wise about what you're using. Choose a timeline, start date, end date, and calendar with all the text to be used throughout the campaign. That was the point of the social media calendar. Yeah, you're going to plan that out. So if it's a 30-day deal, you need a 30-day plan every day. Campaign and assets and content calendar. Again, that calendar is very, very important. What hashtags are you going to use? You need to be consistent. You need to use hashtags that are going to be relevant. What's your color scheme for it? Header images, how are you going to grab them? Grab their attention, right? AIDA model, right? Social media posts, post images, videos, webpage, images, more. Keep in mind when you're posting on social media, in particular Facebook and Instagram, very short videos are pretty effective. Long videos are not very effective. Pictures can catch attention, but you need to know the tools that you're going to use and how you're going to use them. Set up listening streams, again, so you can listen to your customers. Very, very important. And also they can listen to you. So set up listening streams to track the campaign, a hashtag. How are you going to track these things? What analytics are you going to use? What mentions of the brand are happening? What is going to be, how are you going to measure success? Everybody wants to be successful, but literally, how do we measure success? Is it sales? Is it reach? What is it? Promos, you want to monitor submissions and engage your followers. You want to get people all the way through this cycle right here. Grab their attention, build their interest, create their desire, and persuade them to take some action. Always, always, always keep that model in mind, okay? So, once we've set up the listening streams, what are we doing next? You're launching the social media marketing campaign. During the campaign, you want to promote the campaign like nobody's business, monitor and engage it, and adjust as needed. If it's not reaching people how you want, you may need to pivot and try a new tactic. Things are always fluid, but if you're just aware of what's going on, not just making this thing like you did for this assignment, we did the social media calendar, you just made it. You didn't really think your way through it, though. In the real world, when you're doing social media marketing, each post is going to build upon itself to advance the campaign, and sometimes you may have to pivot halfway through because it's not getting the results you want. And how we know it's not getting the results we want? You have milestones set, you have goals set. Okay, by 10 days in, we want this much reach. By 10 days in, we want this much sales. And if it's not getting there, you better adjust, or you're definitely going to crash and burn over the 30 days. So, after the campaign, share results, follow up, report and analyze, and adjust as needed for future campaigns. It's not just like a one-time thing. This is going to be your job in social media marketing. You need to analyze how the campaign performed. Did it achieve its objectives? What was the reason for success or failure? What worked? What didn't work? What could have been done better? Always get better. Always get better. Was the target market reached? If so, great. How far? If not, what can we do to reach the target market? Did we define the right target market? Was the incentive that you offered powerful enough? Were enough resources allocated? Do you need more budget? Did we waste money? Did we get some reaction, but perhaps a little more money? Would we get a bigger reaction? You need to have this data, be it qualitative or quantitative. What was the feedback from the participants? What they like, what they dislike, and did the brand perception change during the campaign? If so, how? If not, why? All right. So here's a few success stories. There's a lot more in the whole slide deck, but I just wanted to go through a couple of them. Starbucks did they invited customers to kind of create their own doodle that would end up on a white cup. And this was it was a hashtag white cup contest. It invited its customers to decorate a Starbucks cup with a customized art, take a photo of it, post the photo on social media with the hashtag white cup contest, and the winning design would be printed on limited edition Star Cups reusable cups. So that's one of the plastic ones. In 3 weeks, the contest received over 4,000 entries and many submissions that can be seen on the Starbucks Pinterest page, which is linked in the actual slide set. So it got some reach. Adobe, which is known for creating basically some vivid color promotional type items, they partnered with a climate control kind of deal to look at some coral reefs, and you can see a few here, and they're very vibrant. And they're so they're saying, hey, protect this coral reef. It's pretty, but also look at how we can use colors from nature to create Adobe stock. All right. So they actually ran, if you go in the reading and also the full slide set, you can watch their ad in New York's Times Square. All right. And then lastly, I think everybody pretty much remembers, you guys are a little bit younger, but the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, where it got quite a few famous people to participate in basically dunking ice water on them to build awareness for ALS, which is a horrible, horrible disease, to be able to fundraise for ALS campaigns. And here you see Bill Gates about to get dunked, and he would probably challenge somebody else, maybe Steve Jobs or somebody, to go do the ALS challenge, and it kind of caught fire. You kind of felt challenged, so you had to do it. So built awareness and raised funds for ALS. So these are just a few examples of social media campaigns. Like I say, pretty quick and easy chapter. No need to draw it out. Definitely need to do the reading so you'll be able to do well on the assignments moving forward. Thank you.